back to my channel. My name is Melissa Murrell and I'm a personal stylist for the everyday woman. And today we have got a huge Zara haul for you. But what we're going to do is show you the pictures on the website versus what they actually look like on. Because we get it, Zara can seem like a little bit of a scary shop for most of us. The models are incredibly slender, usually very tall as well, and it's often hard for people to spot the good pieces on the website, but we've done that job for you. So we're going to work through them really quickly today. I'll try and give you an idea on the sizing and how it fits me. I'm a UK size 8 and I'm 5'3½". As always, if you could press that subscribe button, we would be incredibly grateful. But we're going to jump straight to it today because we have got a lot to get through. Okay, so for £45.99, we're going to give you your pretty woman moment. You might have to find your own Richard Gere, but at least you'll be sorted with the dress. So pleated skirt, nips you in at the waist. Yes, you can still wear a strapless bra, and the straps are adjustable at the back. Necklines like this are actually really good whether you are big busted or not, because you're exposing more of your arm here, which actually reduces the size of your bust. But then the high neck complements a smaller bust. A little bit contradictory there, but for some reason it works. Add in a nice clutch and some nice little earrings. And whether it's the polo or a wedding this season, this is going to look lovely and classic. And if this doesn't get you your Richard Gere, then I don't know what will. And there you go, a white blazer just thrown over the shoulders like that. Looks lovely, and equally if you have to put your hands through it, then it will work just as well. Now, as I said when I showed this on Instagram, I can't promise you a Richard Gere, but it definitely feels like a pretty woman moment in this dress. So hopefully it's good for somebody for an occasion piece. So next we've got a great little play suit. This fabric will not crease at all. You can screw this up in your suitcase and there'll be absolutely no ironing to do at all. It comes with the belt, a wrap front here, a couple of buttons there. It comes in sizes extra small to extra large. I'm wearing the small, and that feels like it's at a really good sort of, it's not too tight basically. For the summer months you don't want it too tight on you. That feels like it's nice and light and airy. This would be a great one for like a city trip or something on those lines, where you almost have to look or you have to fit in amongst, you know, like normal people who are going about their everyday working life, as well as a tourist who is walking around a city. So that would be perfect. Comes with the belt. I've just accessorized with a brown belt there, and I've got some sunnies here. These are just some Ray-Bans that I'm really liking at the moment. And then last of all, I have got on these shell earrings. These are from Messima. But as you can see on that ear there, I've taken the pearl off. So you can make them look a lot more casual basically by taking the pearl off. So you've got sort of a 2-in-1 earring with that, and I think that is just super easy to wear. Next up, we've got this beautiful little 2-piece set. Now look, even though it's cropped, it doesn't actually show your belly. So don't be put off by that. Beautiful lemon pattern, so very much of the season. Now this is the type of pattern that could date you if you don't wear it right. So how you could sort of mix match this up is by putting it with the wrong type of shoes, by perhaps putting it with the wrong type of jewellery, maybe too fine a jewellery, something on those lines. But I think it is really lovely. I'm actually packing it to take away for a few days for myself for a little trip that I'm about to go on. The one thing I would say is if you've got big boobies, it's not going to work on you, I'm afraid. It barely contains my small boobs, let alone some big boobs. So what I thought I would do is show it to you just with a plain little top so you can see how it would work just as well. So there you go, there it is, just with a plain white top on. This top is actually part of Zara's 50th anniversary collection, and it's a knitted vest. I am really liking these knitted vests because they're not coming in as tight across people's stomachs. Now this is a size small and and I would have actually gone up to a medium, and I'm a UK 8, so they're definitely coming in smaller than normal. I was about to say I won't come up close, but I will. But you will see that I have got marks all over it. That was actually fake tan before it had dried yesterday. But can you see that knitted fabric there? It's wide enough as well to cover your bra straps, but this really low U there creates a really nice profile that's working well on people. I would just suggest going up a size if you are going to buy that one. By the way, everything is linked in the description box as normal. Oh, and to answer another question, no, we don't get paid by Zara. So we don't need to put on here that it's a paid promotion or anything like that. This is just us buying a load of clothes in from Zara and showing you. So there is nothing on this rail that I haven't picked myself, and nothing that I've been asked to actually put in this video. Just for clarification. So sticking with the top for a minute, but as you can see, I've changed the bottoms to these linen barrel shaped trousers. These are brilliant. They come in lots of different colours. I've got them in the cream as well, but I bought the brown in the extra small, the cream in the small, and actually the extra small is better on me, as you'll see when I put the next ones on. But shape-wise, they're brilliant. Elasticated waist, feel really comfortable. I know it's hard to see the detail when you've got dark clothing on, but they've got a seam right the way down the middle. I just think that's a perfect, really easy to wear look that still looks nice and polished for kind of most summer occasions, really. Let me go and try them on in the cream for you. So there you go, there they are in cream, really nice in the cream, but unfortunately they're just a little bit too big for me, so that was the size small. I would always say with linen trousers to go down a size, because regardless of whether they start off really tight or not, they will get a lot baggier. So just wear them in your own house with the tags on for like 20 minutes, and I can guarantee the smaller size will fit you better after that 20-minute period. So this to me is the perfect way to do summer office chic. How nice is that? $39.99. I haven't actually looked at the label, but I imagine it's a linen blend. The buttons are sewn like that, so you don't have the opportunity to open those up. The belt is also sewn on. So the dress, as you see, is how it comes. I was just going to check that bottom button. No, that one can't undo either. Nice split up the front there. That is great if you are petite and you don't want something drowning you. I've kept it simple, just with a plain white shoe and a nice brown bag, and just bringing the bangles in there with the bag. That just helps to bring those two colours together. But personally, if I was in an office environment, I think that would be great. However, I always like to make sure that these things could be worn casually as well. So let me try it with some flip-flops and see if that works as well. There we go, I think that works. So I've just put on some gold mango old sandals. So they're no longer available, I'm afraid, but we will link some alternatives. And then I've put on my little cross shoulder bag here like that. Whenever you put your strap across your body like that, it's going to make the outfit a little bit more casual. If you put it just on your arm like that, it just elevates it just that little bit. But either way, I think that goes really nicely for a summer day, for a nice event. So heels or flats work with this one. So next we've got another coordinated two-piece set. It's in this really soft, crinkly fabric. I'm just hoping that the camera picks that up. I'm wearing a size small in both. I'd say actually that the trousers aren't very big at all, even though they are crinkly and very soft and lovely to wear. Sizing wise, the small is still quite tight on me, so if that helps you decide what size is going to be right for yourself. But coordinated set, as I said, and it also comes in black. So I have got that, so I will put that on for you right now. I think personally this is a great outfit for traveling in. If you want to look that little bit smarter when you are on a flight, then you can just stick either a blazer or a jumper over the top, and you've got elasticated waist trousers and a nice looking outfit. And there you go, that is it in the black, so exactly the same. I actually quite like it in the black, and I think usually I don't wear black because it just drains me out. But in this instance, I've got my arms out and I've got my chest out, so you've got quite a lot of skin on show. It's when you kind of like black all the way down your arms and up to your neck that you can get the draining effect on it. Now, one thing you will notice from the photograph is that this top looks like it's cropped on the model. That's because she's got a very long torso. So I have a balanced torso, which means it's neither long nor short, and it comes about 1.5 to 2 inches below my belly button. So if you have got the long torso and you don't want it cropped, then I would probably avoid this one. But it is very good if you've got a short torso and you're looking to elongate that area. So yeah, very nice, very easy to wear. So next, a super casual, really easy to wear co-ord set. Elasticated waist, elasticated at the bottom there. I'm wearing an extra small in the trousers, although I have to say they were a little bit tight to go over my backside, but once they were up, they then fitted my waistband, my waist really well. And then I went for a small in the jacket just to give that little extra bit of drape there. I've got on my trusted M&M bag. I've got these now in the white and the what do you call it, the suede, and between both colours it feels like it's the only bag that I will need this summer in terms of a small bag. The jacket has got a hood on, so that's really nice, and I think you could just see how that with just a normal pair of jeans or even over a dress, something like that would look really nice. I'm also going to show you the top that I've got on because I really like the shape of this. And as we all know, it is really hard to get a really good V-neck top. So I'm really liking this. I'm wearing it in a size medium and I'm usually a UK 8. So I would probably say size up if you don't want it too clingy. There's definitely extra room in there, but I didn't want it sort of just like that. But what I like about this is the shape. Can you see how the arms are just sticking out, just that little bit there? The shape on the V is lovely. It gives a really nice profile, and then it's long enough to sort of follow down and elongate my waistline. Remember, if you are short in the torso, the last thing you want to do is tuck that top in, because effectively if you're short in the torso, that is what you're going to look like when you've got a elasticated waist trouser on and a top like this. So what you would do is you would make sure that your top was pulled out, because it doesn't matter that your waistband was really high underneath that, because you wouldn't be able to tell. But you make sure you pull your top out and that will elongate you there. And if you are longer in the torso and so you want to make your legs look longer, you would just do the opposite way around. But yeah, that's a great base layer, really, really good. Okay, so I can only imagine this is definitely a beach dress because it is completely see-through and doesn't come with any sort of slip whatsoever. So that's how I've mocked it up, with a bikini underneath it and just some sandals and a beach bag. This beach bag is really old, but we can find you something similar. So I was thinking when I looked at this that I'd put like a little slip underneath it, but I just haven't found exactly the right one, that because of the hem as well, it just didn't work basically. So I think for me this would be over a swimming costume, and I'm not even sure that I could probably do that these days. I think I might just leave this one to the young ones. Now this is a beautiful co-ord set. The trousers fit so lovely. They hang really, really nicely. They are not elasticated waisted actually, but they still feel really comfy. They're kind of like a brushed sort of, I don't know, maybe almost silky in appearance at least. And then you've got this halterneck top that in the pictures you'll see is styled out, but on my smaller petite frame it makes me look really stubby. If you're taller, then absolutely you can wear this top hanging out like that. Again, I love this neckline when it's cutting into this area here. Now the only thing with this top for me is that it's too big around the back. So I bought it in a small, and I obviously needed it in an extra small, which means at the moment all my bra is showing at the back. And I think that is just because it's too big, but it does lie actually quite low at the back. So it's going to need some sort of adjustment and a different size for me to get that to work. But in terms of the actual top, then I think that is really lovely. Now, if that Halterneck design of top is not quite for you, then I just thought I would show it you with a completely different type of top and how the trousers go just as nicely when you just put it with more of a sort of classic white top type of thing. I think that looks really nice. This top as well also has the matching trousers, so I will put that on for you now as well. Okay, so same top that I had on with the brown trousers, this time just left hanging out to show you that it's got a really nice shape to it, and then paired with the matching trousers. Now these trousers are super long. I have got a big heel on underneath and they're still touching the floor. So if you're a tall girl, then these are the white summer palazzo trousers for you. Or if you're a short girl like myself, I'm just going to cut the bottoms off and just put a little bit of hemming tape on them and they will be fine. So shape of the top, you can see how it forms there. It's a really beautiful shape, but obviously you could chuck it in. So you could see the waistband, so it would be something more like that. As you can see, they have got an elasticated waistband. They're incredibly comfy. I was just looking to see if they're see-through. I haven't noticed that they're see-through. Oh, I've just looked at the mirror in front of me. Yes, you can see the lining of the pocket there, but actually that doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, really nice summer outfit, I think, there, if you're brave enough to go all white. The necklace, by the way, is obviously also Zara, and I think I've mentioned this a few times now, but the sea life type of accessories is all very, very fashionable at the moment. Oh, I'm missing my pearls off the end of those at the moment, but usually they've got the pearls hanging off like I think I've shown before. Now, if the all white look isn't quite for you, then you can just swap it up for a denim shirt. This denim shirt is beautiful. I've actually been wearing this open as a jacket. It's quite a stiff fabric, so there's a lot of structure to it. It's got these beautiful arms. I'm wearing it in a size small, and I say it's still quite small, so you might want to size up in it. There it is, a little bit closer up for you. And there you go, there is the shirt, just open like a jacket. I've got another one like this, and I find those really, really useful. And I think as a whole outfit, that would be lovely. Just to reiterate, I know the trousers are too long. We have somebody comments, well, lots of you comment every single week to say that the trousers are too long, but we can't take up every pair of trousers for my 5'3.5" frame just for the video, because a lot of them have to go back. These trousers, for example, now will stay on the rail until a client wants them, and then if not, they get donated. So that's why sometimes the trousers look like they're touching the floor, but if we were to keep them, they never do. They just skim the floor. Now, this dress is very sweet, but it's just a little bit too big for me around the area that is meant to be tight. So I've had to kind of pull it in at the back a little bit, but I love the concept of it. Floaty, easy to wear, it's got pockets. Often from the likes of Zara and that, you don't get pockets, so that straight away elevates it. I think it would be a lovely little cool, easy to wear dress for the summer. Lovely sort of embroidery detail across that front there. And as long as you are okay either wearing a strapless bra or going bra-less, then I think that would be a beautiful dress for somebody for summer. So I've got a super cool suit for you now. This is giving me M vibes. The trousers are about 2 sizes too big. So if they're looking big, that's the reason why. Oh, sorry, I can see Monty's on his way. Monty, come here then. Hello. Oh, you match my suit. Is that why you've come on? You match my suit. Are you going to sit up here? No, he's off. It's nearly dinner time for him. I can't remember where I was, to be honest with you. Yeah, really like this suit. Love the idea of a short sleeve blazer. It's got a pinstripe design on it. Quite oversized. I think I'm wearing a small in the jacket, but the trousers are a small and need to obviously go down a little bit. So I'm just wearing it with that same white V-neck top that I had on before. Do you know this white top is $9.99? That is such a good price for a good shaped top like this. I think I'm definitely going to be ordering this in the smaller size. I think it's really unique. Like I say, it's giving me M vibes, but probably for maybe about at least a fifth of the price, something on those lines. So hurry if you want this one. There you go, just added the jacket on with my trusted Levi's jeans, and I think that makes for such a cool, I'm allowed to use that word, maybe the fact that I'm using that word shows that I'm not cool, but just like relaxed look for summer. I think a short sleeve blazer is going to definitely be a big thing by next year, so I would say don't hesitate if you like this one, because I think this will sell out straight away. So keeping my Levi's on for this one and just showing you this really handy knit. So I've also got this in yellow. We showed it on Instagram, so I will put in a cutout of that. It's lovely. It's a thin knit. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up or not. Hopefully it will. But certainly for the weather that we're having here in the UK, where you don't want to get your winter knits out, but you still need a little bit of something, then this is proving to be really, really handy in the wardrobe. Very inexpensive, light and easy to wear. Definitely recommend these ones. So I've just realised I've got no shoes on. It's late, I've been filming for about 6 hours, so I do apologise, but you can imagine what that looks like with either a little flat or a little heel, but we've got another co-ord set for you. I should say all of these clothes come in multiple colourways. I just tend to gravitate towards lighter colours, but usually they're available in the browns, in the greys and things like that. Two-piece set, really nice, elasticated waist again on the trousers. You could wear them together as a co-ord, as I am here, or separate with a pair of jeans. This would look like a really nice little jacket. Nips you in at the waist. It's got all of the detail that we're looking for. The V-neck, the collar there to broaden, here to nip you in. I think I've just already said that. So yeah, really, really nice set. I will link everything in the description box. I love the simplicity of this dress. It literally just hangs from the neckline. There's no pull-in anywhere. The straps at the back you need to pull in to create sort of a tighter fit, but they're actually stitched in. So we just undid the stitching to allow you to sort of pull it in tighter, basically. The neckline I love. You know how I like this cutout here on people, and I think for throwing over a swimming costume or just for walking around and not having anything nice and tight on you, then I think that is really nice for a summer's day. So that concludes the Zara shopping haul video for you. We will be back again next week. I can't remember what with, but I'm sure we'll be back. If you could press that subscribe button, we would be really, really grateful. And everything will be linked for you in the description box, which is under where the title plays. Often you need to click the word more, and then you'll see the description and you'll see all the links to everything. So have a good week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.